So for Zoho HRMS, we have three parts. We have three segregated application. Number first one is Zoho Recruit for recruiting, Zoho People for employee management, and finally Zoho Payroll. So now the recruitment starts with Zoho Recruit. Here we have few modules called job openings, candidate interview, referrals, and few modules here. So the recruitment starts with hiring of resource based upon the department requirements. So let's say that when the head of the department is listing an opening, so in this case it will start with the job opening. Here the user of that certain department will start providing the job opening information for the certain department. Let's say that I need a developer, and this is for the department and I need it within next week. So this module is totally customizable, and we can provide additional fields and additional informations for this specific module, every module that is currently in the recruit. So I need a skills of JavaScript,
The position has already a set of skills that are assigned to that position?
Yes. So the skills, you can able to create a new skill or assign a new skill based on this position. Correct. That is customizable using workflow. And I'm providing it as a remote job. So I'm providing some random values. So the job description will go on with this job description field and requirements, and finally benefits. Alright. So once everything is done, you can save this send this for approval when we configure the approval flow. So let's say for that specific department, the user can, the department head can request the job openings, but only when it is approved, it needs to be published. So if we configure the approval flow, that will work on that way. When the department head created the job process, it will send for the HR department for approval. Then after approval, it will go for in progress state.
Okay.
So now in this part, you can see here there is a small highlighted green option, which is in Zoho we do have
integration to the websites like LinkedIn or any other portals.
Yes. So when you save on this career site and free job boards, let me open it. So job description, I need to provide few job description. So website, .com. Oh, sorry, this is a personal test.
Yeah, understood. It's okay.
So when you publish on job boards, Zoho do have some of the default integration. So once it is done, it will automatically publish to LinkedIn, Indeed, Naukri, and other recruitment software that we currently integrated. So
Okay.
there is also a part here. Zoho do have a website, recruitment website page, where it needs to be enabled in the career website part. So this sec. Okay. So the career website is something where when you provide the job openings, you do have your own individual career site where all these job openings, published job openings, will be visible here. So you can customize it
Okay.
domain names, and you can customize their view or HTML according to your needs.
Okay.
Alright. So once a job is published, the candidate will start applying on this job. So there are different ways the candidate will apply, either via email or via website, or you can refer someone. So when the candidate applies for this application, it will comes into this application section. So here,
Okay.
when a candidate applies for the job openings, it will automatically listed here, and the rating is based on the interview and application name, application stage. All the candidate information will be in this view, and it is also customizable. Now here you can see that there are a few related lists. So here the first part is, once the job opening is completed, you will start interviewing the candidate. So let's say I am creating one candidate application. And I am linking this candidate with this job opening. So now I have successfully linked this candidate as a referral. So now in this job opening, I am opening this. You can see here the application is listed. So currently it is under screening mode. So when I open this application, this is the candidate, and it is currently under the screening stage. So
Okay.
here you can go to this candidate and start upgrading its status. Let's say that I want to interview this candidate. So in this case, you can schedule an interview. You can schedule an interview, and this interview can be scheduled in 3 ways. If you integrate Teams and if you integrate Google Meet, then it will list you down. But now you can see here, choose assessment. Okay. Let's say I am doing a video in-person interview. I will initiate it with video interview. My bad. So here the first one is in-person interview. It means that the interview will be conducted in person on the site. And second one is video interview. So the video interview contains of 3 parts. One is, if you integrate Microsoft Teams, you can start using the Teams in this Google Recruit, and you can integrate Google Meet, as well as you can integrate Zoho Meet. So once the interview is scheduled, then you need to, by integrating the Google Meet, the same calendar link will be sent to candidate as well as the recruiter who is going to take this interview. So let me start with in-person part. So hiring manager is So now the interview is scheduled. So you can see here the number of interviews will be there on this section. If there are 3 or 4 interviews, it will be listed down here. And once the interview is conducted, you can change the status based on the candidate. So let's say if this candidate is hired, or if there is any assessment you want to send, let me qualify this candidate. Okay. So all the status is current. This is currently a status I have configured. We can customize the status according to your needs.
Yeah, okay.
And you can see the candidate quick view option here. So you can see this number of details of the candidate, skills, and resume the candidate has sent.
Okay.
So everything will be in this part. Alright. So there is a final stage. Once a candidate is hired. Before that, you will send an offer letter to the candidate once a candidate is ready to be hired, right? So here you have an offer letter module. This is also customizable. So let's say that you have two countries. Okay, so for India you are going to send one offer letter, and for USA you are going to send a different offer letter. In this case, we do have an option to configure multiple countries as well as currencies for that specific multi-level operation. So when you click on so the offer letter you are going to share is via email, and there is also additional application which comes into this part, which is a Zoho sign. So for example, when you are sending an offer letter to candidate, the Zoho sign will automatically ask for the candidate signature, and it will automatically integrate and attach to the candidate section. So here I want to show you one more option, which is marketplace. So Zoho have a different variety of products, and each product has a different uses. So for example, we are going to use Zoho People, right? So when you go for this integration, so you can see here by default when the candidate is hired, we can automatically send it to Zoho People as an employee or to a onboarding page. So all the details will be automatically shared to Zoho People once a candidate is hired, along with the currency and along with all the information that has been passed.
Okay.
Alright. Now coming to Zoho People, here there is 2 things I showcase you. Number one is the languages. So in the home page you can see that. So in the home page, I do have an option to prefer the language as all this language. Currently I have enabled Portuguese.
You have Portuguese? Okay, Portuguese also. Okay.
Yeah. So now you can see here, this is now on Portuguese language.
Okay.
So you can enable multi-currency as well as the languages for this. And converting to English for now. Alright. So in Zoho People, the candidate comes as an employee, or you can onboard a candidate with a specific steps. So once a candidate is converted to employee, the candidate will see this kind of option where the user can see my space, team and organization. So this is an admin account, so you can see team and organization. So all the profiles and roles comes here for giving the restriction to the specific employee. Now coming to teams, this is a team space where you can post a department message or groups, or you can just share a survey to the department. Now here you can see the multiple sub tabs here. So the first one is reportees. So it seems that there are 4 person who is reporting to me. So but the 4 person has not checked in. Only 1 person has been checked in. So all the users who is checked in and yet to check in, we can able to see it in this list. Second one
check in means they are
they
have arrived or
marked
not.
Correct. They have marked their attendance.
Okay.
Second one is department. So currently I am under 2 departments. So the 2 department will be listed here. So if you give a user a specific department, then only that specific department will be listed. Finally, team list. So this is a team which I have configured here. So the 4 people are under my team. So it is showing as a team list. Then HR process and approval. So if the HR process comes with, it is a different, I mean, whenever the policy is sent or if there is any mandatory policy, it will comes under HR process. Now approvals is something where you need to approve a leave, or you need to if the candidate has been shared a leave request. So everything is comes under this approvals. Finally, the organization. For this organization, here you can see this overview page where all the services will be listed here, and you can customize a quick link. So if let's say I want to add a URL and I need to go there quickly, so in this case you can customize the quick link.
Okay.
And coming to this organization, you can see the organization announcement, or you can publish an announcement. So that announcement will be shared as an email or shared as a poster page to all the Zoho people employee who is using the Zoho people account. And policies. So if HR has published any policies, then the same will be listed in this policy section. So I just added this questionnaires here. So all the same questionnaires will be displayed as policy. And the same employee tree and department tree will be there. And this is a department directory, so where you can manage the users. And finally, there is a birthday. So let's say if a candidate has a birthday, then it will be listed in this birthday section. And you can have your own calendar on the screen too.
Okay.
Second one is onboarding. So here, if a candidate is, you can see here there are 2 views. So currently this is a candidate view. I have not onboarded anyone, so everyone has a default candidate section, and it will be synced from Zoho Recruit to people. And on this page you can see there is a few information which is confidential, so that is why it has been listed in the masking part. And the user can check in, and user can integrate we can integrate the check-in for different applications. The first one is you can use your Chaos software and user can check in via Chaos, or you can use in your mobile there is a small check-in. The check-in part can be geo-restricted. The check-in part can also be done in a specific way. Like a face recognition part. It is customizable. That is what I. So there are few modules. Yes.
Okay. So onboarding, you have status likewise. Once a new employee is hired, we can plan for his onboarding likewise. What has to be done in 30, 60, 90 days or so on. Yeah. Is it possible?
Yes. So the onboarding here. So you can see here in Recruit, when an employee is hired, when a candidate is hired, you can see there are 2 options. The first one is push to onboard. So if you want to onboard them, or else if you convert as a direct employee, you can also do that. But
Okay.
as for so as from our concern, we are going for onboarding. So I have selected as a onboarding. So the user needs to
Okay.
do that. And there is one more part here. We can able to push the offer letter that has been sent to the candidates into the Zoho people also, so that
Okay,
it will come
fine.
into the people section and it will be associated with the every user.
Okay, fine.
All right. So now everything can be managed in the operation section. So you can see here all the modules will be listed in this section where you can add the performance method, appraisals. There is a salary hike to everything for the Zoho employee appraisal and till salary. You can able to configure in Zoho people, and the same will be applicable for the next stage when we syncing Zoho Payroll into the system. So Zoho
Okay.
Recruit is for recruiting purpose. Now Zoho People for employee management. So in this employee management, you do have a few list of modules. So you can associate a shift for employee. You can the attendance module will list you down the attendance user has checked in, and the leave tracker. There is an employee information module which lists down the employee information. So everything is customizable here. So I am showing you the customizable options that is currently available for every employee. And
Okay.
this is the model that user will see. The user will not see the operations module. The user will only view this module that is going to be view on left: onboarding, leave tracker, attendance. So everything is here is a roles and permission based. So now
Employee
coming to
engagement. Okay.
so here the performance is for adding the the user will add the
Skills,
performance
goals,
and
competency. Okay.
and you can give them the feedback. Now the files is employee documents where you can share it to a specific employee, or you can share it to a team or organization.
Okay.
And HR letters is if there is any experience letter that user needs it, we can send it to employees, or user can request it, and it will be list down in the HR office. HR letters. And finally, the compensation. So this is a module where you can define the employee salary. Let me add a OTP here, and I will show you. Seven 006. So you can see here, this is my compensation, which is not editable since I am just a user on this part. Yeah. So here you can see my team. So here you can able to see the salary details, and you can see that I have provided the hike. I can provided the hike for the specific person. So here the multi-currency has been enabled. So the current salary is USD, and I have just modified it to PTE salary with a 30% hike. So the currency will be configured on application via the settings part, where you can customize the currency using...
Sorry, just one thing. The
Yeah.
currencies that you said PTE, there is no longer. This was the Portuguese escudo. The currency now of Portugal is the euro since 20 years.
Mhm.
Okay, so that currency is incorrect.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
The currency of Portugal since 20 years is the euro. It's not
Oh.
Portuguese escudos. Portuguese escudos is long gone, 20 years ago.
So currently the Portuguese currency is
Euro.
Euro
Euro,
is
euro.
the same currency as Spain, France, all the Euro countries that are part of the monetary
Right.
union.
Okay. So you can just
So Portuguese excuses no longer exist for the last 20 years.
So I have added the euro currency. So when you add the euro, you can add multiple currency for this part. So I can add any currencies.
Angola. Kwanza, okay.
Yes, that is correct.
So you need to define the exchange rate here. So you can see the currency has been added.
I wish that it was the exchange rate 199. Very good.
So you can customize it by let's say currently you are adding it manually, right? So if you want it in a real time, we can integrate the currency in a real time manner via our own customization technique in Zoho Creator. So everything will be automatically synced every day. So once you configure the currency here, you can use the HR can use it in this compensation part. So see, you can see here that I have added euro, I have added Angola. So the currency
I just don't understand why a dead currency, a non-existing currency, is still in the system.
We can delete it, we can erase it.
I know Portugal is a small country, so people don't pay too much
so
attention.
It is listing down all the currency which is currently available, so you can delete it.
It's not available. If you can produce an excudo for me, I will give you $1 million.
So this is how the salary revision will work here, and you can once a salary is assigned, the next part is the integration between the people and payroll. Now similar to Zoho Recruit and people integration, Zoho people and payroll integration, we have the specific integration application, and you can use that settings. And we can use so we do have an integration with the Zoho payroll. So once a payroll is integrated, now the payroll system comes into this picture. So here, based on the people, whatever salary we have processed here, it will be automatically synced, and we do have a configuration. Can see here the integration settings where I have preferred location and employee types and other details. So all this will be automatically synced, and there is a payroll cycle also you can configure, and every settings we have configured here will be automatically applied to the payroll.
Okay.
So on this payroll, you can provide the tax details and pay schedule. This is the by default initial configuration you need to do. So once everything is done, the payroll system is ready to do that. So here there is few more things, which is approval. So you can approve a certain revisions. So whenever a candidate has a salary revision, you can approve it or you can reject it on this section, and there is a parents module where you can able to see the payroll history, and as well as you can run the payroll manually on the screen. So all the employees who has been in the people will be automatically synced in employee modules, and you can create a new employee or you can import a new employee too by clicking on import data or by clicking on add employee.
Add an employee, okay.
And finally, you can see the documents and reports, everything in this section, where the reports will show all the reports that is currently available for this specific payroll part. So you can see the payroll summary, monthly registration, everything will be listed on this report section.
Okay, variable pay, activity login, okay, TDS, everything is there. Okay. Fine.
Every default report will be listed down here. Do you have any questions till now?
No, done. It is fine.
Oh, it is clear.
Now, all right. Now we have a small things, which is like if there is any notifications, it will be listed down on this notification section, and you do have a option to we do have an option to integrate any third-party extensions which is currently in this marketplace. For example, if you are going for different payroll software, and in this case you do have a other integration that will automatically integrate the system. There is also a FTP connection. So let's say if you are managing it in your own server, so in this case, by connecting this FTP integration, it will automatically pick up the data and it will automatically list you down in the employee section. So apart from that, we do have the travel expense and everything. So this is an additional module, and here the employee will register the expense that they have made on that travel. So whether you can request it or you can able to approve that expense on the system.
Just any specific questions from your side, then we can look those scenarios.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, clear.
So I think these are the three modules that covers all the HRMS system for.
There is analytics also required, no?
Yeah, so analytics is completely open source. It is an independent part, so where you can sync CRM, Recruit, all the applications, Zoho application into one single bucket, and that bucket you can able to configure the reports or getting the like whatever reports you requested, we can use a SQL query and we can customize it. It is completely customizable.